Oh, hey. Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I've made it to my new base, you guys, and I'm like finally resting pretty deeply. Obviously, I've rested enough to feel capable of doing a live share. Right there, shit done. I am divine light. I am writing it all down. I am organized to the shiznaz banaz. Hi, Lorna. Nice to see you here, my dear, dear friends. Um, Nothing is planned, of course. I'm organizing my life and simply wanting to say hi to all of you because I've not been live for quite a while. Mainly because the energies have been so powerful and transformative and intense, and I've had to really like honor the inner landscape of the intuitive sword, as I often call it, in navigating one the online entrepreneurship life, but also the manifestation path, the path of truth, ultimately. Standing in your, as Sasha Stone would say, standing in your flame, standing in, yeah, the flame of truth, which is a unique process for all of us. And yet there is something integral from within as we endeavor it, because it's definitely no bullshit. You can't bullshit your way through the manifestation path because everything in your field is you. So that was part of, I suppose, for me not doing as much live shares and cleansing a lot of my internet energy, because it was starting to feel a little chaotic to me, and I was letting too much biofeedback in that was it didn't resonate with my point of attraction, you could say, or my desired manifestation. Um, and I would say there's a lot of mental gobbledygook on the internet. Um, and we can get really caught up in the words and in the definitions and in the so-called information, but um, so much of it in my energy just feels like control and domination. Still, it feels laced with manipulative tactic and drama to a certain degree. And I suppose the shifts have been this surge of powerful energy from within that's clarified the field, and also brought a lot, well, of course, clarified the field, and then it brings this mental clarity. Um, and recognizing the holy grail, as it were, is ultimately the divine spark of truth from within the self, like the source self, the creatorship self, and that we are all that divine spark. And the illusion of separation is that which is ultimately the fractaled self, or the distorted self, that where we put all the power outside of ourselves in various base tone energy fields, and the world as we know it is shape shifting to help us up level all of those base tones. um, and yet as I continue on the journey, I'm just like, holy shit, it's so powerful, it's so intense as well. Which is part, it's one and the same as why you can't like force it onto people. You can't truly, and you can't like uh something else I'm very aware of is like, we can't, in the true form of miraculous manifestation, like the hero's journey or whatever, we can't hook into one another to make it manifest. Truly, manifestation is a path of sovereignty and divinity, and I suppose that's why in the recent months an increase, like over the last few years, and in fact throughout my life, and then increasingly over the last few years with all the light love bubble stuff and different veils of spiritual communities, I've been kind of ruthless in just cutting loose certain connections that would feel like a weight, or the intuitive sword would just kind of come down and say, no, that's not in alignment anymore. It's that there are no victims in the truth of manifestation, in the ocean of consciousness. We are all sovereign divine beings, and yet how we find our way into our sovereignty is a unique journey, and that was something I shared the other day about, there are some journeys that we must do alone. So I guess this is just like a wee little update for my YouTube buddies and my good friends over there in parts of the world that I'm looking forward to visiting at some point. Um, with regards to the channel and the evolution of the channel, and to offer some stability and clarity for us to continue sharing like this, that is more in honor of my energy and ultimately for all of us. And because I'm sensing greater stability in my life now after just ridiculous amounts of fucking change. Like, ah, now I'm finally getting grounded, and I'm finally like my feet are on the ground. Remember how I got these tattoos, you guys? My infinity tattoos. And then I randomly had this whole phase of like itchy. My immune system got a little bit crippled after that drive, and I think just after the intensity of the summer and the energies. So like my fingers were swelling and my ankles were swelling, and then my arms were itchy, and I think there might have been like a little bit of a bug bite, but I personally think it's like integrating the fullness of self into the body. And then I had to like integrate it, obviously, like rest big time, and I'm not itchy or swollen anymore. So I'm like, yes, yes, thank God. But I'm also grounded. I'm also like home, like firmly. Like I knew when I was driving down from into Calais after the 4 days of just like 12 hour 12-hour fucking traffic through fucking densities of life, and then seeing like the water from the outskirts of Calais, I just kept hearing like "Holy Grail," like you've done it," kind of thing. And then I get back and I'm like itching, and then I'm having more downloads and resting. And I remember that I got those infinity symbols, and I'm like, oh my god, yeah, we're finally landing. It's like landing. Yeah. Anywho, so yeah, giving us a platform here to share, and because the live share, I do miss it. I enjoyed us being able to all meet here and chat about paradigm shift, and just yeah, I'm now that I'm more clear and like I guess protected in a sense, I feel like I can offer the live share because I really enjoy. This is just about me, you guys. I really enjoyed it. Okay. um, but also, I guess, as an expanding spiritual awakening community and land with the new wings. Yeah, exactly. You know it, divine. Um, for us as like leaders of yeah, raising her. As like yeah, new paradigm pioneers, leaders, whatever the f you want to call us, just like decent human beings. um, I feel like the live chat is just a platform for us to discuss like how things are going, and then again for like other random folk in the on the planet who get guided here, our chit chats might be useful to them at some point for those as they continue to awaken, because it's happening. It's like boom, boom. It's like bombarding the earth field. You know, a fire, the ether, the fire is transforming things fast. So, um, and just the things we talk about, and certainly the things that Ultra Love stands for, and we most of us here are in alignment with embodying. Okay, so this channel, Ultra Love, and I don't know if you guys know, and I don't even know if it's like publicized properly, but I have 2 YouTube channels. And if any of you happen to stumble upon this and are wizards when it comes to AdSense and YouTube and all that stuff, please get in touch, because I don't exactly know what I'm doing, and I'm like, yeah, I'm navigating it and having like a few little issues, and I'm kind of confused. I'm like, why, certain things are so obvious, but then when it comes to the actual like monetization of it, it suddenly becomes really tricky, which it's part of my own block, but that's why I'm just like, I need help. I need help with this stuff. Okay, so Alta Love TV is like the kind of public platform. Alta Love YouTube channel is where I have all of the private online courses. So Zen for Zero Waste is up there. Spirituality Simplified is up there, and the other one is Ultra Vegan Love, right? And then soon to be Unplugged for Freedom. And I'm pretty sure that's it. So Ultra Love YouTube channel is specifically dedicated for the online courses. And they're all like, they're private or whatever, so people can't steal the content. This is all free, so really this is whoever wants it can have it kind of thing. But apparently even my content here on Ultra Love TV is not suitable for most advertisers. I get that a lot on my videos, that YouTube doesn't monetize them because like whatever we talk about here, advertisers, I don't know. I don't care either. Ultimately, like deep within, I'm like, whatever. All the hot love vibrashe for my fellow fucking people who just are desiring the new world. We're just here to love each other. Holy shaz. Okay. So that's Ultra Love. You are welcome to see if you can find it and then like it if you want to, but there's no like public content there. So Ultra Love TV, I'm going to endeavor to do regular collective intuitions, and that could be daily, but and I might go live sometimes, but it's not my intent, because when I'm doing like the energy updates, there is a certain kind of download that I'm wanting to get clear on, and that was part of the breaking apart of, and also the coming back together for this channel, as far as like everything was live, and then I found myself getting kind of distracted, and usually there's some really powerful and specific information that I want to share when I'm doing don't disturb the download. Exactly divine sight. See, like you just did right there, you just but it's all for fun, because it's like hanging out with my besties, my internet besties, because you guys know I hang out like by myself a lot, and I have like 2 to 3 people that I communicate with on the regular. So, and MJ needs her quiet time to have the information come through for the collective, as I surrendered my fucking life for this humanity. But it's beautiful. The rewards are actually feeling like they're making manifest now, and in a way that is like real to like whatever the hell I've been like pursuing all this time, as far as like paradigm shift. So, okay, collective intuitions, exactly. Loner, introvert, yes. What? I always, and even in my cosmic travels, I think a lot of us are, though. Like I have the spaceship visions, and like the traveling through different wormholes, of like consciousness is fun, you guys. And like, again, so much of humanity is just forgotten the divine spark, because then the divine spark sense introversion and loneriness. There's nothing lonely about being a divine spark, and every being is that. It's just that when you're cut off from the connection to your divine spark, everyone's like, are you me? Are we together? Is it you? Is it all of us? Should we all band together and think the same things and make us feel not so lonely because we're not connected to our divinity, right? It's like, come on. Yeah, well, whatever's going on there, it's all happening because it don't, where it's the divine law is truly the divine order here. And that's something where it's like being purified when bombarded by the solar gateways. Yeah. Okay. So collective intuitions. I'm still going to do those unlisted. Those would be specific, just intuitive downloads that I get regarding our energy, where we're sitting and where the collective is sitting as well. And yeah, so collective intuitions will be fairly regular. I imagine I'll probably do one at least once a week, if not more, if not like 3-4 times a week. Paradigm shift energy updates. That's what those are. Hello, Matthew. How are you, my friend? And then I want to do weekly live shares. So if you guys are keen, you guys can let me know. Like, obviously, I'm early morning, and y'all, a lot of y'all are over there in the United States. So if you want to let me know the time, so clearly, that's sort of between 5 and 7 in the morning for me here in the UK is usually a good time for you guys in the United States. It's also not so early for people like John and the other people who are here in the UK. If you're early morning, this time on Fridays is fabulous. Just saying. Really? What? You're not out clubbing? And you know me, you guys, like I'm gonna flow with it. I want to be able to give you a precise exact time, but I just know that's not gonna work with my lifestyle. But what I could do, hi Minute Man. What I could do is sort of preempt the weekly live shares and put one of those like posts up and ish, exactly ish. Like sometimes it might be Saturday because I know, like, I don't know, yeah, time exactly. Exactly. I love I love how profoundly you guys like res with me and understand the dilemmas, but it's not really a dilemma at all. Hi, Lori. Yeah, so yes, so I'll kind of intuit week by week when the live share is coming through, and then at least you guys will get like maybe like a 24-hour or something heads up around when I'm going to go live, and we can all meet up and have chats about what the actual F is live. But it's just live and we're living it. So yes, we won. We're winning and we won. We won it live. And then um and then I'm just going to do the monthly general intuitive tarot for the 13 zodiac signs. And those will ebb and flow a little bit. I might post, but then it just gets too insane with all the different areas that I'm posting. So like I'm keeping those fun little daily tarots to Insta, and on certain days I might double up as I've done here. You guys have seen that. Like I'll share the pre-recorded um, tarot and then I'll share it here. But that's it. Oh, and random, what I realized was like I kind of dissolved the Fearless Life Tribe. So there's actually a few of you who pay £22 a month to be members of the Fearless Life Tribe, which way back, like around the time when I published the book, the Fearless Life Tribe was like a private or like secret YouTube or Facebook group. And it's still there. Hey, Revel, how are you, my friend? I know we so can't please everyone. It's true. I'm not trying anymore either, like at all. I'm amazed at who I've become because I don't give a loss. It's actually quite funny to me. There's like random people who have been like, "What?" And I'm like, you're a sovereign being. Figure it out yourself. It's amazing, actually. It's so fucking liberating. Yeah, I'm well, very well. Thank you. So I hope I'm not talking too loud. It's my first day in my like new house. But there's like 3 stories, so it's fine. Okay, so Fearless Life Tribe. But what I realized was there's like 47 or more. So there's the actual Fearless Life Tribe private Facebook group that has loads of content from like way back in end of 2016 or 2017. So like probably a year's worth of me sharing live there and like having people discuss stuff. And it's kind of gone a bit dead. So I'm just being really honest with you guys. And then on YouTube here, there's a playlist. It's like private or whatever, but there's a playlist of like 47 videos that are connected to the material in the book. Now, I'm actually not really actually selling it to you guys. This is more for people who might stumble upon it at some point, and or for those of you who meet people who want to get into it, maybe. But it's £22 a month, and it's like a way to set up a standing order to actually support the content of this channel and to like be a member of the Fearless Life Tribe. But then also the I guess the selling point is that you get a whole bunch of exclusive material because none of that is publicized either, but it's all like juicy nugget sharing. of me going into like more detail of how to practice the stuff because it's kind of intense, right? Thank you. No, that you don't have to be quiet. Hi, Miguel. How are you, my friend? I be quiet now, dude. Be as loud as you effing want. You're a free human. Yeah, 47. So there's 47 videos that are there. So people can sign up to the Fearless Life Tribe, pay £22 a month, have access to those 47 videos, plus gain access into the secret Facebook group. And I'm kind of envisioning that maybe, just maybe, the tribe itself will support itself. So I don't have to go back onto Facebook because I don't want to. My voice is stronger. Yeah, I feel really different. In fairness, I think not smoking cannabis like a chronic is helping me be more clear and also like help me land onto planet Earth because I think I was in just it doesn't I have no judgment around it whatsoever. It just is what it is, and now it's not that anymore. And I'm relieved. I'm thankful because I've been praying to the Lord God Almighty for years and years so that I didn't have this chronic compulsion, and I have others, just not the same. So it's different, and so it is, and it's natural. So also just non-judgment. That is the be all and end all. Okay, my friends. Non-judgment. I just keep hearing non-judgment. The truth of self is non-judgment. Then in the infinity of the self, you literally have the divine right to shed and heal and be the divine light that you are in any given moment, so that in truth there is no distortion if you're in alignment with the soul. And I'm not saying that it's not going to be a fun little treat from time to time, but I can also sense like how it would affect me at this point. Do you know? I'm hearing a song. Hey now, the rift is over. I don't know what it is, but there you go. Tree hugger. Coffee is here, my friend. Although I got to say, after my slight little immune system crippling, I'm I'm tapering to just one of these a day instead of like three. Although again, non-judgment, because I was driving for 12 hours through heavy duty traffic of density through the European collapsing system. Oh, poor, like humanity is just bottoming out. It's so obvious to me. And I'm meeting more and more people like us, you guys. It's true. It's not, we're not weirdos anymore. People are awakening and awakening fast. And there are people ready and hungry for the paradigm shift wisdom beings. Those of us who literally are only here for this and only ever were. And the earth isn't like the origins home. Those are the hobbits. Whom we're here in service to as well, ultimately. I prefer about a gallon a day. Hey, no judgment. No judgment. Although, do you know what I had yesterday as well? Which it's like placebo. I literally felt like I was getting drunk. So my new roomie, who she owns this place, and she's such a gem. Like, again, we were having chats about this, and she understood what I was saying, and I was like, I am home. I am home. Look, this is, can you see? Alcohol free. Oh God, my nails. I need to put my oh my God. So tree hugger. And this is what I was saying to my new roomie. So we had a sip of this and I was like, wow, it really tastes like beer. And I'm like, is there actual alcohol in it? And apparently there's like, 0 point something, right? So there's like a fraction. And then I was saying to her though, and I was like, yeah, but in fairness, like when I drink things like kombucha, I sometimes feel like I'm getting drunk. I think it happens when you just don't drink any alcohol whatsoever and haven't done for a while. Like your palate gets really sensitive to the um, what is your favorite English candy or sweet? To be honest, like they're kind of poop here. Although, oh, my mouth is watering when I think about it. There's this brand called Candy Kittens, and they have like watermelon and blueberry and strawberry, and they're like sugar coating, and they're a little bit like sour. I'm a little bit on the kind of sour edge of sweet and like chewy sweets, but obviously they have to be vegan. And the more natural, the better. I almost defaulted one of the days on the drive to get a huge bag of sweets, but I didn't because I knew that would fucking kill me. Gummy? No. What do they say? They say sweets here. Haribo is the main brand, but most of the sweets, or although the vegan movement is taking over for sure, but a lot of the sweets have, gelatine. I've known that for since I was like 13, though. And there's like, yeah. Anywho, I've been pretty switched on to the vegan veggie ways for most since I was like a kid. So living juice is my guess. Why I get Buzz healthy, yeah. Well, yeah, and that was the thing. Fortunately, I did get a bag of goji berries before leaving Sagres, and the goji berries literally saw me through until I was like driving into Calais. And then once I got to Calais, I topped up on well, I got loads of fruit and actual salad and stuff, and then cereals, slightly healthier, I guess, slightly healthier sweets because there's a bit of fiber and other good stuff in there. It's not just pure like glucose sugar, which like jacks up your system like fucking cocaine. Hey, no judgment. No judgment, you guys. You guys, I love you. I'm so happy to be back. I knew I would come back, but oh my god. I can't even like watch those videos back. I was just so in it, like so in it. I'll have to let some others of you guys know. Some of you that I've been working with that are not here. I'll have to let you know that we're doing weekly live shares. So collective intuitions on the reg, weekly live shares, which I will endeavor to give you like a heads up about, and then the monthly general intuitive. Holy shit! Like I'm slowly getting through those. I'm only at Cancer right now, so it means I still have like nine to go, but it's cool. I'm taking my time. I realize that I just have to give myself like half the month to get through like the next month. Um, but it's helping kind of offer divine guidance for people and I guess a more affordable way for people to access the MG Ultra Vibrashe. Oh god. Okay. I'm winding down now. One thing at a time. Exactly. Oh, and the jelly babies. You know about the jelly baby. Oh, I guess jelly babies are in the United States as well. Okay, gross. Okay. Well, there's no meat ever being consumed here. I couldn't even imagine. I went into a shop the other day and I could hear. Ugh, I can like feel the. Sorry, I don't mean to like be judgy. I'm not trying to be mean to people who do eat meat, but like I could hear the blade of the cutting, the like, and I just knew like, oh, they're cutting meat, and I just don't know how people do it. Like I never have. That's the thing about like as soon as I became aware of the connection of like ribs equals dead pig that's what had to be slaughtered, I was like, oh no. So I've just never really been able to consume that and on a conscious level. And so I it's one of those things where I'm just like, I just don't get it. I don't know how people can like know what has to happen to these innocent creatures and then also consume their flesh. To each their own. No judgment. Like for real, no judgment. My biggest thing with people who would choose to eat meat, and like you should be able to kill it yourself though. Straight talk. And I would say that the indigenous like folk who again we're here to rise and stand with, they would agree that mass rearing and then blind slaughtering is not the way. You mean exactly, divine sight. You mean that chicken is a chicken? Like, I know. I think I was like 11. And then as soon as I made the connection, I remember the last time my mom cooked a chicken breast, and I chewed on it. I was just like, ah, like I couldn't actually stomach the gnawing on the flesh. You wouldn't think, especially people, because people are like, yeah, you have the teeth for it. I'm like, you also have teeth for fucking vegetables and apples and things that are hard and crunchy. So, oh, I have. I've been I remember only one, but I still was there. There's a little bit of sacrificial energy. I understand there are no victims, but still, it's the texture in my mouth. I just can't. And ever again, to each their own. It's true. It's really, really true. There's no judgment here. It's just a, I would say, rebalancing in the Earth's field, and as we come into our sacred connection once more, and in alignment with the higher vibrational manifestation of Earth, fewer beings will consume flesh in a way that our mass agenda has sort of perpetuated here in the veiling, right? Mhm. There, you say it right. The weight, the can't breathe, the density of it. It's dense. That's all. Oh, what a breath of fresh air you all are. So I love you. Um, and that's just what today's share was about. To tune in, to check in. If any of you guys happen to be AdSense, YouTube, SEO, those type wizards, and randomly want to help MJ out with getting clear on that and whatnot, feel free to send me an email, and we'll work something out. If you want to join the Fearless Life Tribe, you can. Mostly just keep showing up here because I love tuning in with you guys. Right. Yeah, exactly. That's why no judgment. Because in truth, like when we're in alignment, I do honor that in people. And I've never been pregnant, right? So, and I've heard of that before, where there's like this mad craving for it, where and because I've never experienced it, I can't relate. But I'm like, I don't deny that that's real for people. I just, yeah, you guys get it. I know you do. So much love, so much love. I'm so happy to be here with you guys and to be back. So again, just to recap, collective intuitions pretty regular. I'm imagining 3 to 4 times a week. The weekly live share, so like this, and I'll preempt it. I'll probably do a community share or like put a live, like going live and whatever, you know. These early morning times are usually when I'm broadcasting and doing my online work. So yeah, if wherever you are, I'm in the UK, so it would be early morning for you. Those of you in the United States, it would be late night for you guys the day before. And then the monthly general intuitive tarot. If you guys ever want to have a Skype call, a perspective call, you can go to altalove.com and you can just see all the services and stuff that I'm selling there to help keep the love brand moving along in this false economy. Hooray! I love you guys so much, and I'm sending you all so much big, big love. Oh yeah, virtual hugs. Virtual hugs. Virtual hugs. I am so thankful, you guys. Thank you. Tree hugger, let us not forget I am a reflection of you, divine beings, and you, me. So I'm so pleased, and my heart feels so big and like open for all of you, and the no judgment, and just how the fact that we all found each other here on the YouTube. That was only ever my intent. Like, where are the others? My loner, introverted ways. I'm like, where are the others? Because my physical reality was something different, but now it's all coming into alignment. We did it. We did it, you guys. I know others. Oh, well done, Divine Sight. There is only one. I love you. Have a great day. And that's all, really. Peace out, my friends.